Welcome, everyone, and welcome to another edition of All in All United. First things first, Happy New Year. All the best for all our Man United fans for 2020. I mean, that kind of real ironic because we would have hoped to start the year on a better foot, but if you're tuning in and you see the score line, you would realize that it's a really much to be happy about after today, na Nico. We went into the game hoping that we would have been able to carry on our good run of form in terms of, getting 3 wins on the bounce. But I mean, it's not so much things to talk about going into this game, because I mean, no Pogba being out for a while, then we do have McTominay, he'll be out for 2 months. And then, we always had our issues with Matic. He had to partner Fred. Nico, when we could start on this review.
Yeah, same to everybody else. All the best for the new year. I think today was, especially in the first half, was a disaster class. I think a lot of our players didn't show up today. They wasn't up for the fight today. I think Arsenal was definitely up for the fight. It's also showing that how the struggles on the road. I think the only road games we have won for the season is 3, which was Norwich, Man City, right? And who was the other one? Burnley on the weekend, right? So it just continues to show our struggles on the road and the amount of improvements we need. And same as you said, without McTominay, without Pogba, I think we definitely struggled through that first half, especially. I think second half was definitely easier for Arsenal because with our 2-goal lead, all you do is stay defensively compact, similarly to what we did against Man City and the 3 points would
And
have been yours.
managing
And nice
game. And managing, yeah.
yeah, I think that way they definitely did today.
All right, so let's get a little more into the game. We saw Arsenal come into the game with a clear plan. And we've always said before that the big teams, Ollie's game plan for big teams seem to be, ideal and working, with the we'll encourage the pressure, invite pressure, and hit them on the counter. But we saw today where Arsenal came out and were really trying to they were pressing us real high. They had Torreira and Xhaka, manning the midfield, and they left their back line. They didn't commit much players forward in terms of the back line. But they had the likes of Aubameyang, Ozil, Lacazette, and Pepe pressing and trying to press us on the ball because we saw how that impacted us when we played against is it Burnley or Watford or one of them games where we saw
Watford, yeah.
Yeah, we trying to bring the ball out from the back. Once they press us, I think you already nullify a big part of our game plan. And Arsenal did that to perfection in the first half. We were struggling to get the ball, and they realized that our main, person to go through was Fred, so they had to close down the spaces with Fred. And I continue to lament time and time again, Nico, that we do have quality players in possession. So it's like to move around the ball and to get some nice passing in around the ball. You see how Arsenal do it. They get the 1-2s, they're moving, they're maintaining the triangles, and they're moving the ball and they're moving into spaces. We are so lethargic in terms of our movement. And how we move on. We depend on the pace of the front three to do all the quick movements. Everything else had to be lethargic from our team, and I was really annoying to see today, boy. We look really. I don't know what to say about our first half, and the game was done and dusted after 45, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think also I think Arteta got a first row. Look at our team when we played against Man City, so you know exactly what to expect. So coming from the Man City game, he would have been part of the technical team preparing to play us and would have come unstuck. So now, they got a second chance to prepare the team. I think that is what he done, and he done it well today. So it just tactically they outplayed us. They worked on our strengths. They negated our strengths, which was on the counter, marking players like Rashford out of the game, Fred out of the game. giving the ball to players like Matic, who we know slow and ponderous on the ball. A lot of bad passes from Matic today, right? Lingard was very poor today. From the first few seconds of the game, Lingard was the worst player. For the 57 minutes he was on the field, he was the worst player on the team, right? Because he had it in the first few seconds, maybe 30 seconds in the game, he had an opportunity to play an excellent through ball, and he actually played it behind Rashford back. And I think that set the tone for some of the passes today. Arsenal was sharp. They were clear in their thoughts and their ideas, what they wanted to do, and they executed it well.
You were talking about the two opportunities that we had gotten in the start of the game, and we always talk about these chances that we get. That once we take it, because remember, Arsenal in terms of their confidence, they're a little bit fragile. They were a little bit fragile coming into the game. So if we were able to take the two chances that we got at the start of the game, or at least one of, we would have been able to take advantage of their lacking confidence coming into the game. You were talking about the two chances. The first one that he played off to Rashford, I question Rashford's decision in that. If you look at the title of the video, decision making, and it's something that I've been complaining about from day one. Our decision making is the worst in the league, I would want to believe. Right. Rashford was supposed to play Martial through. Why Rashford trying to shoot from so far out? Then the second one was when Lingard made the interception and he traveled the ball. Martial already showed the space. It was a whole wide space for you to play the ball through. You allow the defenders to close in the space, and you played behind Daniel James, who was coming from out wide.
Exactly.
So the opportunities that we have were already lost, and these are the things for me that does make a difference in a game. Sometimes you'll only have, based on how a game plan is and a team's tactic is, sometimes you'll have one chance. And once you take that one chance, that will change the whole game, So
yeah, and there's the thing what I'm going back to in terms of, for me, teams like, or games like against Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, to me, you should play your informed players. Yes, I've been getting on Pereira recently, but Pereira has been the best number 10 for the last few games. He has been playing some quality, making some quality passes. If you remember the goal for Martial, the cutback that created the goal in the game before, right? He has been playing excellent games. So I don't know why we changed to Lingard, knowing that Lingard has been struggling for form. So I think definitely we had a question Oli in terms of that. I know you maybe were saying, do you feel something to say about the Lingard selection? Yeah, but today, by the time I saw Lingard in the team sheet, I was really questioning if it is that Oli is trying to save or keep players fresh for the games coming up, knowing that the FA Cup game against Wolves coming up, right? That he wants to save Pereira for that game, or if it's just that he have a favoritism for Lingard in these type of games. What do you think about the selection of Lingard today?
Yeah. I don't know if Oli played on history. That's, from past experiences we've been seeing where Lingard have had good performances against Arsenal. But I agree with you in terms of form players. Especially in a game like this, it's your chance to draw closer to fourth place. I don't see why you would bring in Lingard. Now, it's something that Sir Alex Ferguson used to do. And he said it so many times with guys like Ji-sung Park. He will tell Park 4 games or 5 games before, listen, you go and play against Arsenal. So prepare yourself. So it's a kind of psychological thing where you have him getting ready himself for that game. Now, you would not have seen Park play the games leading up to Arsenal. But bet your bottom dollar on that game. No, I'm talking about under Sir Alex Ferguson. You wouldn't see Park Ji-sung playing those games leading up to the Arsenal game. But come that Arsenal game, Park coming out of the dressing room ready and raring to go. And we saw it with his performances. Now,
but that is a consistent
right.
Park, right?
No, but they were saying, so yeah. I understand probably what Oli was trying, if that is what he was trying, whether Lingard is the kind that you could rely on, like how Fergie would have relied on Park to come in these one-off games and really show up, I don't know. But I totally agree with you. In a situation like this, where you're trying to build momentum, because at that point in time when Fergie was the man, money was flying. So we didn't, money was flying. So we didn't, it's not like we needed to win the game, or else, the fans ran turn, or, we will fall back down the table. We were always up there, So now I think Ollie was supposed to give priority to getting the result today rather than trying to play a player who probably not informed to build confidence or something like that. That would the cup games are for.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Another player today that serious question marks over was Luke Shaw. For the first goal, I don't know where he was. Or in fact, he didn't know where he was. Right? Because he didn't know where he was, he didn't know where Pepe was, he didn't know where the ball was. He was just all at sea. Even the chance before, even for you were talking about the first chance, right? But even for the corner that led to the goal, where was Luke Shaw when Ozil played that ball over the top? Right? Where was Luke Shaw? Right? So again, we had a question. Luke Shaw, I think Luke Shaw, he had to be riding on a thin string right now, and I don't think he's the man to really take us forward in the left back position. And I think maybe we might see from the next game going forward that Brandon Williams started getting out in front of him on a consistent basis.
But Nico, I think you said it before, when Arteta would have seen our team sheet, he would have known those who questionable in possession, and they would have forced the ball to go to them. So once we put pressure on Fred, Fred had to do extra work to get the ball, which would have meant that guys like Luke Shaw, Nemanja Matic, Jesse Lingard, then would have really been defenders who would have preferred to have possession. Every time Luke Shaw in possession, he always looking back. 99.9% of Luke Shaw passes is a back pass, Sometimes this man will wait so long before he releases the ball to attacking play, and watch me. That is annoying the living daylight out of me, boy. It's so much forward opportunities the man wouldn't take on. It's only a little bit later in the second half you saw him trying, and I believe that because Ollie told him, hey, what's going on? Start to look forward now. And still there was no quality.
Yeah, well, listen, fullbacks, Nico, second half they end up having to go forward more.
Yeah, what's going on? I like Wan-Bissaka, but I don't know, boy. I know.
I tell you that in the earlies. I tell you that.
I know, boy. Oh, God.
I tell you he's solid in defense, but when it comes to attack, I love to be desired. But I see, honestly, in terms of Wan-Bissaka, I've seen signs of improvement.
Where?
Honestly, I've seen it is crossing. I think he got a few crossings in for the last few games more than he did for the entire season. And
Nico, you're talking as though
crosses with quality.
Nico, you're talking as though Wan-Bissaka is a 18-year-old who we bring up from the academy. We pay $50 million for this man. You understand? And you tell me this man get one good cross in the game after how much ball he run out to the touchline, and you talking about seeing improvement? Nah, I can't accept that.
No, but the man there already, we done spend the $50 million, and he's there. So even any sign of improvement, we had to be grateful for that because we done spend the $50 million already. It's like we can give it back and say, here what? They know what we really wanted, we hope for something we didn't get. Give back the money, take back all the product. No, we had to work with what we get. So and also I think honestly the foul on him today for me should have been a penalty. If it was against let me say Liverpool.
Liverpool? Yeah.
Liverpool, yes, right? It was Liverpool, they would have get a penalty because to me, I think it was Aubameyang.
Yeah,
Aubameyang.
Take him out.
I don't know if how we dramatize the whole thing that it looked, but to me that was a foul.
To me, if we did get it, I would have to be lucky because it really looked like he just threw his frame now. He wait for contact. That is how it looked to me. So when we didn't get it, I was like, but when you say it's something Liverpool would I get, I can't doubt it, because Liverpool getting with murder right now. But we don't get to talk about Liverpool.
Exactly.
I thought in the second half though, you could have seen it was instructions that came from Ollie to get Martial a little more involved because he saw that they were trying to actually go directly to Martial now. and we were seeing his quality. Because for me, in my opinion, and this is nothing biased, I thought he was probably our best player today. You know,
Outside of Fred.
outside of, I was coming to
Outside of
Fred
Fred.
because in terms of Fred and his tenacity, his what he offer in terms of movement and passing, even though some of his decision making for me was off today, but you
And
can't
let me
take
talk
away
about
none
the free
from
kick.
Fred. And that free kick at the end, yeah, it's like what's going on, Fred? One by, so I thought for me, the whole game, those were our two better players. Everybody else for me had an off day today. Rashford, I mean, it's like sometimes I ask myself whether Rashford, this question whether when Rashford had to really actually think, whether he able to play football when he had to think now. He's more of an instinctual player in my opinion. You gave him the ball and he put his head down and he just had to run. And this is why you realize that Marcel was moved out to wide left, and he put Rashford in center because it's like he wasn't getting nothing from Rashford today. So boy, today definitely wasn't.
So let me say, so after today's performance, right, we saw we lacking quality definitely in the midfield area, the number 10 area, where we know the left back suspect, highly suspect, defending and attacking, right? Where you think should happen in the transfer window now? Is it that we're looking for somebody in the transfer window? Is it that only looking to ride out with what we have till the end of the season? If it has somebody that we should target, who is the player out there that we should target to come into our midfield to make us look improve us? Anything on the transfer front?
Yeah. Well, when you say transfer front, you mean in my opinion, right?
And of course.
Yeah. Well,
what we need, who we should be
looking
at, this kind of thing now.
We need reinforcements because right now we only have two fit senior midfielders in Fred and Matic, and we saw how that worked today, right? That did not work. Oli doesn't have a choice but to go into the transfer window, into the transfer market. Sorry, Pogba is out for a little while based on what he said. Now, whether that means that Pogba leaving or Pogba genuinely injured and wouldn't be available for selection for the next couple of games, that is our next thing to talk about. McTominay is out for the next 2 months. So we're talking about March. We see now McTominay. There's plenty of football. We could be out of so many competitions by that time. And then when you look at the accumulation of games, there's too much games to put on the legs of Fred and Matic. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, if it's the midfield area, we need reinforcements there. Now there's this guy from France, from Lille. His name been thrown about. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Sumari or something like that. They say he have qualities, similar qualities like Pogba. He's a box to box. He could also play defensive midfield. So and I think
is it that what we're looking for? Is it you think that kind of player are we looking at? What we should be looking at?
I think what you mean, Nico, we had I was looking at something online, right? Right now we have, in terms of our first team midfielders, we have Fred, Matic, McTominay, and Pogba, right? 4, right? When you look at the likes of Juventus, them have probably 8 or 9 midfielders in the Nico. Now I understand that Oli want to bring in more youth and he don't want to throw up.
I lost audio there. I don't know if you're hearing me. But I will have to leave and come back, right? I don't know if you're hearing me.
You hear me? I hear you.
I hear you now. Okay, I hear you now.
Right. Yeah. The Premiership is one of the most intense involved leagues in the world. We play through Christmas when other leagues have breaks. You understand? Right. Most leagues have the domestic league and 1 cup competition. We have domestic leagues, 2 cup competition, plus European competition. So if Juve could have 8 midfielders, and we only have 4, not to mention we replace Ander Herrera, we replace Fellaini, You know what I'm saying? We have to get midfielders in different positions, and I think Sumaria, box-to-box midfielder, you understand, is definitely a necessity in terms of squad depth and quality. I don't see that from Ghana, and I don't see it from Levet.
Well, I'm hoping that Oli don't be naive. And with the same thing that happened with Lukaku, without going with an extra, senior striker, that he don't say, well, here what we could rally until the summer with the squad we have. I really hope he don't have the naivety.
That is suicide.
Because that will frustrate the living daylight out of fans, and I think we will struggle to the end of the season. I think top four would be a dream.
Yeah, we need to sign. He needs to sign players. He keeps saying that he has the backing of the board. Funds are available. Listen to me, Nico. We have to sign players. You know, I don't know if it's more obvious than anything right now, but we desperately need to sign players. I can't go into the remainder of the league hoping that Pogba come back and grimacing when Pogba ain't travel with the team, balling when McTominay injury get extended by a day or two.
Right.
I can't handle that, Nico. We need some more quality, boy.
Yeah.
You know?
We have the Arsenal fan ready as yet?
Well, he was here. We had our Arsenal fan in, but he had some technical difficulties and he exited. So I was kind of waiting for him to come back in. But say what, you know?
Yeah.
But in terms of going forward, Nico, you know, where's your view on this whole Pogba situation? Oli said he's injured and he'll be out for a few weeks. You know, where's your thoughts on that?
I think it's a situation similar to what happened to Marshall a few weeks ago, right? Because we heard Marshall, that was for the Spurs game. We heard Marshall was injured. That is why he didn't play the Spurs game. But the game after that, the Man City game, then the Europa League game, right? And all the other games since he has been playing, which to me shows no signs of any lingering injury. Because at some point, you would have rested him. But since after the Spurs game, he has played every game. So I think it may be something similar, maybe a disciplinary issue with Pogba. I don't know if it's because how he went back to France with the with this fet match, something what
the charity match.
Had. Yeah, the charity with Pogba's and the Guinea team or whatever it is. But I think it's something, as I say, something more in the mortar and the pestle. I think something really going on behind the scene.
Well, I mean, for me, this injury thing, it's sounding a lot like, I know Oli did say that Pogba was not leaving in January for sure, you know, but sometimes you're just not able to tell, you know, and I don't know if, because I remember when Valencia was
right.
leaving, you know, Oli he was injured for a very, very long time, and every time they were asked about Valencia, he's injured. You know, he could be out for a while until, you know, news broke that, you know, he was really leaving. So it's something that we probably had a look at. But I mean, I guess we just had a rally with the squad that we have until, because the transfer window is well and truly open. You know, we hope that signings will happen. I really want to see a right winger come in, Nico. You know, the only time I will accept not having a right winger.
I lost your audio there for a sec. I lost your audio. No audio. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this thing now, right? Yeah.
Even the Arsenal fans say you're not getting any audio when you're trying to get through. So I don't know why. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe his headset. I think maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there's some technical difficulties we might try to sort out next stream.
Yeah.
You know. But in general, Nico, there was a disappointing performance. You know, it's not the kind of performance we would want to go into the new year with. I really hope that we get a response against Wolves on Saturday. That is FA Cup. Wolves again lost today. You know, I don't know why
Yeah,
we're not able to
yeah.
capitalize when
Chelsea also dropped points
Chelsea
today.
lost, Tottenham
Yeah,
dropped
yeah.
points. Why we can't capitalize on these things, boy? You know,
Well,
that is,
again, our away form poor. Our away form real poor. We hoping it improve, but for some reason, we are atrocious on the road. Really
it's
poor on the
like
road.
it's like every game we hoping that we turn the corner now, you know, and then we
Yeah.
just falling back into that same. Anyway, any closing remarks, Nico?
Nah, just again, all the best of the new year to all the All United fans. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Oscar, the Arsenal fan, on the live today. But hopefully, maybe we might be able to do something else and post it up. Yeah. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. And
Yeah.
don't forget to share, like, and comment.
All right. So thanks everyone. Thank you very, very much. And we will see you on Saturday when we do our review of the FA Cup game against Wolves, which, you know, promises to be an exciting one. You know, we do have really good luck at Molineux. You know, but we'll hope that the guys will bounce back with a performance and a result. So have a good
Yeah, we are
one.
kind of cup. Yeah, we are a kind of cup team too. We play doing good in the cup so far. So maybe
Yeah.
we will continue that form.
Yeah. So have a good night, everyone.